Okay. There we go. Okay, I pinned myself. I think we're good to go now. So thank you for joining. Happy Sunday or Monday or whenever it is that you're actually watching this. We're going to start from a seated position, coming into cross-legged. You might want to have a blanket or a pillow nearby. Sometimes it's nice to elevate the hips a little bit when we're first starting out, especially. So taking a couple moments just to settle down into your seat. We'll start activating a conscious breath in and out through the nose if you can. Inhaling deeply, exhaling. You're free to close the eyes or take a gentle downward gaze. And we'll rub the palms together to bring some heat into the palms. And place one hand over your heart and one hand on the belly. Feeling the warmth of the hands absorb into the body. And just taking a moment to acknowledge yourself and the time that you're taking for this practice. And self-authorizing that you are the expert on this experience you're having in your body. And if at any point during the practice you feel like you need or would prefer a little bit more time in a certain position or shape, or if you would prefer to come into something like child's pose, just a gentle reminder to myself and to you that you are the expert here. Continuing a deep breath in and out through the nose. We'll start just activating the shoulders. So we'll inhale, rolling the shoulders up and back, and exhale as they come down and forward. Big exaggerated circles with the shoulders. Linking the movement with the breath. Waking up the spine. We'll do one more this direction. And now switching. So drawing the shoulder blades towards one another behind the back, up and over, exhaling as they come down. Inhaling them up and over, exhaling as they come down and back. One more like this. And now inhaling the shoulders up towards the ears and exhaling with a slightly more forceful exhale as they drop down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Good. And now we'll do some neck circles. So dropping the chin towards the chest, inhaling the right ear towards the right shoulder, letting the head drop gently back, left ear towards left shoulder, chin towards the chest. And again, like that. Remembering the breath. One more this direction. And coming back to the chin towards the chest. Inhaling left ear towards left shoulder. Dropping the head back gently, right ear to right shoulder. Chin towards the chest. And continuing a couple circles in that direction. Drawing the breath into the areas, maybe the shoulders or the neck, where there might be tension in the body. Coming back to a neutral spine, raising the head. Now we'll inhale the arms up over the head, palms meet or they come close, and exhale, turning to the right, right arm behind the body. Left hand can come in front of the crossed legs or to the outside of the right knee. Inhaling here, lengthening the spine. And exhale, maybe twisting a little bit more, looking back towards that right shoulder. Inhale the arms up, coming central, and exhale, twisting to the left. Maybe the right hand comes towards the left knee, or it can just come to the shins. Inhaling, lengthening the spine, and exhaling, deepening the twist just a bit. We'll do that once more each side. Inhale the arms up, exhaling, twisting to the right. Inhaling the arms up, and exhale, twisting to the left. Inhaling the arms back up, and exhaling them down to the ground. Good. So from here, we'll do some Sufi grinds or Sufi circles. So opening the hips, inhaling, leaning forward with the chest, coming back around to one side, curving the spine, looking towards the navel, inhaling back, forward. So exhale as we come back, inhale forward. We're making big circles over the pelvis. Linking the breath with the movement. We'll do one more this direction. And now switching, so leaning out forward on the inhale, exhaling, coming back, curving the spine. One more like this. And coming back to a neutral spine. Hands on the ankles or on the shins. We're going to do seated spinal flexion. So inhale the chest forward, slight tipping upwards of the gaze, and exhale, curving the spine, looking towards the belly button. Inhale forward, exhale back. It's like a seated cat-cow. Breathing deeply. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. If you're feeling warmth in the spine and you want to speed up the rhythm a little bit, that's also possible. We'll do a few more like this. Trying to keep the shoulders away from the ears. Inhaling and coming back to a neutral spine. Now we're going to bring the hands on top of the shoulders. So the thumbs are behind the shoulders and the forefingers are on the fronts of the shoulders and elbows sticking out to the side. And we're going to inhale to the left and exhale to the right, twisting. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. I'm having an interaction with this plant here, but inhale left, exhale right. Inhaling and swinging back to center. Good. And now we're going to come onto our hands and knees for cat-cow. So locating the knees directly underneath the hips and the wrists underneath the shoulders, spreading the fingers wide like starfish, gripping the mat with your fingertips and pads of the knuckles. And we'll inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the chest, gazing upward. The tailbone tips upward as well. And then exhale, curving from the tailbone, arching the back like an angry cat, looking at the belly button. Inhaling, opening the chest. Exhale, curving the back, gazing towards the navel. Inhaling, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Taking this at your own pace, letting your breath guide the movement. Coming back, inhaling, gazing upwards, holding this for a moment. Exhale, arching the back, gazing towards the belly button. Holding here. And inhaling back to a neutral spine. Good. We're going to circle the ankles, preparing to come into our first downward facing dog. Flexing and pointing the feet. And then bringing the feet to the mat, pushing the hips up towards the sky. You can have a deep bend in the knees at first, maybe walking out the feet a little bit, pedaling the heels, pressing through the hands. Gazing towards the knees. Inhaling, we'll look forward and walk the feet towards the hands. And exhale over the legs. Again, a deep bend in the knees is totally fine here. Inhale, we'll come to standing, rising up, arms overhead. And exhale the hands down by the sides. Good. So we're going to do a couple of sun salutations to warm up the body. Sun salutation A and B, starting with Surya Namaskar A. We'll come to the tops of our mats, feet together. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, folding forward. You can bend the knees, hands towards the earth. Inhale, looking forward, extend the spine. Exhale, planting the hands and coming back either to a plank or to knees first plank. And we'll exhale, coming all the way down onto the belly. Elbows close to the body. Inhale, opening the chest, gazing upwards. Exhale, pushing back into a downward dog. Another option here is to be in tabletop or child's pose. We'll take 3 deep breaths here, in and out through the nose. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, looking forward, walking the feet towards the hands, and exhale over the legs. Inhale, rising up, arms overhead, exhaling the hands down. We'll do 2 more rounds like that, inhaling the arms up. Exhale, folding forward, bending the knees if you need. Inhale, looking forward, extending the spine. Exhale, planting the hands, coming back to a plank or supported plank. Elbows close to the body, lowering down. We'll inhale, upward dog. And exhale, coming back to downward facing dog. Or child's pose. 3 deep breaths in and out of the nose. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, looking forward, walking the feet towards the hands. Exhaling over the legs. Inhale, rising up, arms up. Exhaling, arms by the sides. 1 more like that. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, folding forward, bending the knees. Inhale, looking forward, extending the spine. Exhale, planting the hands and coming back to plank or supported plank. Lowering down, low plank. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, looking forward, walking the feet towards the hands, and exhale over the legs. Inhale, rising up. Exhaling back to Samastitihi. Good. So now we'll do Sun Salutation B. Feet together. Inhale, bending the knees, raising the arms like we're sitting back in a chair. Exhale, folding over the legs. Inhale, looking forward, extend the spine. Exhale, planting the hands, coming back through plank and low plank. Option to come all the way down onto the belly here. Opening up, upward dog. Exhale back to downward dog briefly. So from here, we'll inhale and step that right foot forward towards the hands. And we're gonna pivot the left heel towards the center line. Inhale, rising up, warrior 1. Palms together if you can. Exhale, coming back through a plank and low plank. Always have the option to support with the knees. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, coming back again to down dog. This time, inhale the left foot forward, dropping that right heel towards the center line. Inhaling up, warrior 1, second side, and exhale, coming down, planting the hands, coming back to a plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. If this is a lot of pressure on the wrists, You can come to a dolphin position. So you'll grab your opposite elbows and then extend the forearms out and push into the forearms instead of the wrists. One more deep breath here. Inhale, looking forward, stepping or walking the feet forward towards the hands, and exhale over the legs. Inhale, bending the knees, raising the arms. Exhaling, coming back to Samasthiti. We'll do one more like that. Inhale, bending the knees, raising the arms to Utkatasana. Exhale, folding over the legs. Inhale, looking forward, extending the spine. Exhale, coming back to plank or supported plank, lowering down. Inhale, opening the chest, gazing upwards. Exhale, hips to the sky, downward dog. Inhale, bringing the right foot forward towards the hands rather, dropping that left heel, rising up on an inhale, warrior one. Exhaling, coming down, planting the hands, coming down through low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, bringing the left foot forward towards the hands, dropping the right heel. Inhaling up, Virabhadrasana one, and exhaling, coming down. Plank and low plank. Elbows close to the body. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, coming back. You can stay in downward dog for 3 breaths, or feel free to come to child's pose. Hips sink down on top of the heels and forehead towards the earth, arms extended. 2 more deep breaths here. 1. 2. If you're in child's pose, you'll come back up to downward dog. Inhale, looking forward, walking the feet towards the hands. Exhaling over the legs. Inhale, bending the knees, raising the arms. Exhaling, rising up. Good. So from here, we're gonna separate the feet to a wide-legged stance. And you wanna line up your heels so that they're on the same line. Usually I do that, with the heels on the edge of my mat, just to make sure. So we'll bring the hands to the hips. Inhale here, extend the spine, and exhale, folding forward. You can lightly bend the knees if you need to. And we're gonna bring the hands towards the ground. Inhale, looking forward, and then exhale, tip the weight towards the feet, the toes, and let the crown of the head drop towards the ground. I'll take 3 more deep breaths here. If your hands are comfortably on the ground, you can play with sliding them back to be closer in line with the feet. They don't have to be totally in line with the feet, just in that general direction. 1 more deep breath. Inhale, looking forward. Exhaling here. Inhale, rising up. Exhaling, hands at the waist. We'll do another variation of this. Inhale, arms wide like an airplane. Exhale, looking to interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale here, lengthening the spine. And exhale, folding forward. Again, micro bend of the knees is totally available. And letting the hands fall away from the hips forward as if they're going to go in front of the head. Breathing deeply, inviting the fresh new oxygen to all of the places of tension that you might feel in the body. Inhale, rising up. exhale. Now from here, we're going to bring the hands back down in front of the body and then bend that right knee. And we'll come into a side, sort of a side lunge. And you can experiment with the left foot. Maybe it stays planted on the ground, or maybe we lift the toes, and you can point and flex that left foot. Breathing deeply. And then from here, pivoting towards the right, we're going to bend both knees, but let the left knee drop to the earth. Flatten out the top of the left foot. And we'll bring the hands up onto the right knee. Inhale deeply here and exhale, sinking slightly more into this low lunge. Breathing deeply. And then from here, framing the right foot with the feet, we're going to inhale and draw the hips back, straightening the right leg, and folding ever so slightly over the right leg. Again, you can micro bend the knee. Inhale forward, low lunge, gazing up, and exhale back, hips come back, folding over the right leg. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Now we'll inhale forward again. We'll place the left hand under the left shoulder, rising up with the right arm. We can stay here with the left knee on the ground or curl the toes and lift the knee for a slightly deeper twist. Breathing deeply. Exhale, drawing the right arm back down towards the earth. We're going to switch through, coming to the left side. So starting with that low side lunge and playing with the right toes, so we can flex and point the right toes or leave the foot on the ground. Breathing deeply, whichever version you choose. And now we'll pivot over towards our left, bending that, dropping the right knee rather to the ground. Deep bend. And left knee will rise up and bring our hands on top of the left knee, opening the chest. Inhaling and exhaling here. And now framing the left foot with the hands. We'll inhale, straightening the left leg, dropping the hips back towards the right heel, not all the way on top of it. Take a breath here. Exhale, folding over the left leg. If you need to bend the knee, that's fine. And now we'll inhale forward, opening the chest, gazing upwards. And exhale, straightening the left leg, hips approach the right calf. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhaling forward again, planting the right hand underneath the right shoulder and twisting, opening the left arm up towards the sky. We can stay here, or you can curl the right toes under and lift the right knee off the ground. Gazing towards the left hand. if that's okay with the neck. One more deep breath here. And exhale, floating the left arm down to frame the left foot, drawing that left foot back to plank. Exhale, low plank all the way down. Bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, gazing forward. We'll inhale and use the forearms to push against the earth as we lift the chest off the ground. And exhale down, forehead towards the earth. We'll do that twice more. Inhale, peeling the chest away from the earth. Exhale, rolling back down, forehead to the ground. Inhale. And exhale, folding back down. Now pushing the the torso off the ground, coming up through tabletop, and exhaling, hip sink back over the heels, coming to a child's pose, extending the arms out in front of the body, forehead on the ground. You can widen the knees if you'd like, opening the knees for the child's pose, or keep them close together. And if arms extended isn't comfortable, you can make two fists, stack your fists and use that as a little pillow for the forehead. Another option is crossing the arms and using the forearms. We'll take 5 deep breaths in and out through the nose here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, looking forward. Exhaling here. Inhale, rising up. And just coming through to seated, so crossing the legs and rolling over the legs into a seated position, extending the legs out in front of the body. We'll start with a seated forward fold. Inhale, extending the spine. Exhale, folding forward. Again, micro bend in the knees or macro bend in the knees is always welcome. Folding over the legs, looking to hold on to the shins or the ankles, possibly the outsides of the feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold over the legs. We'll take 3 deep breaths here. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, looking forward. Exhaling here. Inhale, rising up. Exhaling. Now we'll bring the left knee into the body and let it fall out to the side. So the inside, the sole of the right foot is kissing the inside of the left thigh. Inhale, extending the arms. Exhale, folding forward, looking to hold on to the shin, ankle, calf, or foot. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale here. Inhale, rising up. And now taking that right foot, pulling the right knee in towards the chest, and just taking the right foot outside the left knee. So we're crossing over the left leg with the right. We'll inhale, lengthening the spine, hugging the right knee towards the chest, and then exhale, twisting towards the right. So we're either continuing to hug the right thigh with the left arm, or we can deepen the twist and take the left elbow outside the right knee. Looking to gaze out over that right shoulder. Inhale, exhale. 2 more like that. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, coming back to the center, unwinding that leg and extending. Maybe shaking the legs out a little bit. We'll switch sides. So inhaling the left knee into the chest, let it fall out to the side. Sole of the foot pushes up against the right inner thigh. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding over the right leg. Always have the option to bend the extended leg if you need to, if there's tightness in the hamstring. We'll take 3 deep breaths here. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale here. Inhale, rising back up. Now hugging that left knee into the chest and taking it across the right thigh. So the left sole of the foot is on the ground. We're hugging the knee into the chest. Inhale deeply. And exhale, twist to the left. Now we can hug the left thigh in with the right arm, or deepening the twist, we'll take the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, unwinding. Extending both legs, shaking them a bit. And now I'm going to take you through a vinyasa. So we have 2 options for this. The low-key variation is to just cross the legs at about the shins, and you can let the feet come to the ground, and you're going to place the hands down by the sides of the body and just press into the ground and try to lift the hips. So this is a little bit of core work, a little bit of shoulders and arm strength. So that's one option. And the more demanding option is we're going to take the same position with the legs. So we'll cross the legs at about the shins, press in to the ground, lift the seat, and then bring the hands in front of the body to step back into plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And now looking forward, we're going to come back to seated. So one way to do this is to bring left knee to left wrist, right knee to right wrist on top. We've crossed the legs and we just roll back and come to seated. So in the Ashtanga style, we do vinyasas in between the seated postures to maintain warmth in the body and keep the heart rate slightly elevated. This is definitely not an Ashtanga class, but I like to include some vinyasas in the seated postures just so that we don't get too cold in our limbs. Okay, so you always have those 2 options for the vinyasas. You can do the cross-legged and pushing into the earth, or you can do the full shebang. Okay, so from here, legs are extended. We'll inhale, bringing the feet in towards the hips for a butterfly or a bound ankle pose. So feet together, and we're opening the feet like the soles of the feet as if there were a book. So inhale, extending the spine. Exhale, folding forward. If your forearms reach your legs, you can push into the legs just to open the hips a little bit more. Breathing deeply. 2, 3. Inhale, coming up. And now we're gonna do the B version of that. So this time we'll try to intentionally curve the spine. So picture your spine like a roly-poly. Inhale, extending, and then exhale, curving the spine, looking down towards the navel before tipping the head forward. Again, if the elbows or the forearms reach the legs, you can push into the legs slightly. 2, 3. Inhale, rising up. Exhaling. We'll do a vinyasa of your choice. I'm going to do the lower key version this time. So crossing the legs, hands by the sides of the body, just pushing up into the ground, trying to get the hips off the earth. A couple of times. Inhale as you push up. Good. So from here, we're going to come lying down onto the back. Knees are bent, soles of the feet on the ground. And we're gonna bend the right ankle, bend the right knee, bringing the ankle on top of the left knee like a figure 4. And from here, threading the right hand around inside the hole of the figure 4 and clasping the fingers around the back of the left thigh. Inhale, drawing the left thigh towards the chest, maybe using the right elbow to exert some pressure against the right inner knee. 1, 2, 3. Releasing the hands and the left sole of the foot back to the ground. Now from here, we can put our arms on the ground, palms down out to the sides like an airplane. And we'll inhale, keeping this figure 4 position. So the right ankle is crossed over the top above the left knee. We'll inhale here and exhale, dropping the left thigh towards the earth. So the right sole of the foot also approaches the ground. It's a gentle twist. Breathing deeply. Inhale, coming back to center and releasing the right sole of the foot to the ground. We'll switch sides. So inhaling, bringing the left ankle, crossing figure 4. So the left ankle is resting on the right thigh. And we'll thread the left hand through the figure 4. Right hand comes around the outside of the right thigh, and we're interlacing the fingers around the back of the right thigh. Exhale, releasing the head to the earth if we had it lifted, and drawing the right thigh in towards the body. If your left elbow touches the left thigh, you can exert a little pressure there, opening the hip. 1, 2, 3. Releasing the hands and the right sole of the foot to the earth. We'll take our hands out like an airplane, palms down on the ground, and exhale, releasing the right thigh towards the earth, left sole of the foot towards the ground. Breathing into the left hip. Inhale, coming back up. Releasing the legs, hugging the knees in towards the chest. Maybe rocking from side to side with the knees hugged in towards the chest. You can also rock forward and back. And eventually come back to a lying down position. We have our knees bent now and legs are in the air. Arms out like an airplane, palms down. We'll inhale here and exhale, letting the knees drop over to the right. Gazing towards the left if it's okay on the neck. Inhaling, coming back through center. Exhaling, dropping the knees over to the left. Gazing towards the right. Inhaling, coming back to center. Exhale here. Bringing the soles of the feet down towards the ground. We're going to come into a bridge pose. So drawing the heels towards the buttocks. And even though you can't see your feet, imagining that the feet are parallel on the mat. We'll walk the shoulder blades under the body a little bit more, opening the chest. And now pushing down through the heels, lifting the hips. If you can, interlacing the fingers below the body, wrists against the ground. Pushing through the hips, raising pushing through the heels, raising the hips. 2 more deep breaths here. Exhale, releasing the hands, coming down 1 vertebrae at a time. Tailbone last. And hugging the knees in towards the chest. I'll do 1 more round of bridge. So walking the heels towards the buttocks, feet parallel. Opening the chest, shoulder blades tuck under the body. Inhale, pushing through the heels, lifting the hips. Looking to interlace fingers, perhaps. Breathing deeply. Exhaling, releasing. 1 vertebrae at a time, like a strand of pearls. Drawing the knees in towards the chest. Maybe rocking from side to side. And then before we move into our breath practice, we'll do 1 modified inversion. So this is great for when you don't feel like doing a full inversion practice, or if you're on your cycle. So you'll come up against either the wall or a bed. You can kind of swing your legs up over the bed, but you want to come pretty close to the wall or the bed or the couch. Bring the hips at least close to 3 to 5 inches away from the wall. And then you'll lie down on the back and just swing the legs up against the wall or the couch. Shoulder blades flat against the ground, palms facing up towards the sky. We're going to take 10 deep breaths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, drawing the knees in towards the chest and rolling to one side as you're ready, coming back into a comfortable seated position. Maybe putting your socks back on or grabbing a sweatshirt as we prepare for some breath work and the final resting pose, Shavasana. So we're gonna do some alternate nostril breathing to balance the different sides of the brain and calm the nervous system. We'll just rest the left hand on top of the left knee. And with the right hand, we're gonna bring the index and middle fingers down into the thumb pad of the palm. And we'll start just taking a couple of deep breaths in and out through both nostrils. And then we'll bring the right thumb to close the right nostril. Inhale through the left nostril. Now block left nostril with right fourth finger, exhale right nostril. Inhale right. Block right, exhale left. Inhale left. Block left, exhale right. Inhale right. Block right, exhale left. Inhale left. Block left, exhale right. Inhale right. Block right, exhale left. Inhale left. Block left, exhale right. Inhale right. Block right, exhale left. And release the right hand to the right knee. Breathing normally in and out through both nostrils. Now we're going to do a quick meditation. It's a meditation to conquer self-animosity. So anytime that we are just being a little too hard on ourselves or like judging ourselves for having whatever kind of emotional experience we're having, it's like in the Buddhist practice, they call that like shooting the second arrow. So the first arrow is like whatever emotional reaction arises or sensation arises. And the second arrow is the judgment that we layer on top of it, on top of ourselves for even having these totally normal sensations and reactions. So this is supposed to balance that and kind of remove some of that automatic self-anger that we sometimes express towards ourselves. So what you're going to do is bring the fingers into the palms of the hand. So you're just closing the hand, I guess like a fist. And you're gonna join your wrists and the knuckles of the fingers together, and the thumbs are also joined together. I'm not sure if this is actually all that visible, so I'll come closer. Yeah. And you'll bend the elbows and bring the fists just in front of the heart center. And so we're gazing down towards the thumbs, and we're gonna just be here for a couple of minutes. So we'll inhale through the nose, exhale through the relaxed mouth. Inhale through the mouth, exhale through the nose. Inhale nose, exhale mouth, inhale mouth, exhale nose, 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 inhale nose, exhale mouth, inhale mouth, exhale nose. Now inhale the arms up over the head, stretching the hands. Keep the hands where they are. Exhale. Inhale mouth. Exhale nose. Inhale nose. Exhale mouth. Inhale mouth. And exhale nose, releasing the hands down to the ground. Good. So from here, we're going to come down into Shavasana, the final resting pose. So we'll come lying on the back. Feel free to cover yourself with a blanket or various blankets. Letting the feet flop open towards the sky, palms open towards the sky. Maybe walking the shoulder blades a little bit under the body. You also have the option to bend the knees and let the knees fall together, soles of the feet on the ground. Just taking a couple of moments to get as comfortable as you can and find stillness. Releasing any kind of expectations you might have had for your breath or for your body in the practice. Just letting the full weight of your body sink into the ground. I'll guide us through a body scan. So just bringing gentle, light touch of awareness to each part of the body as I name it. Top of the head, back of the skull, forehead, deeply relaxed. Eyebrows, bridge of the nose, cheeks, ears, earlobes, heavy and relaxed. Upper lip, lower lip, tongue falls away from the teeth. Chin, back of the neck, front of the neck, collarbones, heavy and relaxed. Fronts of the shoulders, back of the shoulders, shoulder blades, chest, biceps, heavy and melting into the earth. Triceps, elbows, forearms, heavy and relaxed. Right wrist, left wrist, backs of the hands, palms of the hands, deeply relaxed. Thumbs, index finger, middle finger, fourth finger, pinkies, heavy and relaxed. Rib cage, belly, hip bones, sits bones, melting into the earth. Tops of the thighs, backs of the thighs, kneecaps, backs of the knees, spreading into the earth like water. Right calf, left calf, right shin, left shin, right ankle, left ankle, deeply relaxed. Right heel, left heel, tops of the feet, soles of the feet, big toes, second toes, third toes, fourth, and pinky toes, deeply relaxed. Slowly coming back into your body, inhaling deeply, exhaling deeply. Bringing some small movements into the fingers and toes. Maybe circling the wrists and ankles. And as you're ready, taking a big stretch with the arms over the head. Exhaling, drawing the knees into the chest. And slowly finding your way back up to a seated position. Rubbing the palms together, bringing heat into the palms. And then bringing the palms to cover the eyes. Absorbing the warmth of the palms into the eyes. If your eyes were closed, gently blinking them open. Drawing the hands slightly away from the face. Gazing into your palms, imagine that you can see your own face. And thank yourself for the practice today. Thank you so much.
Yay, thank you.